All right, so I'm making this video today because I've coached over 2,500 people in the digital marketing space to help them improve their marketing agencies. And this question is by far the one that pops up the most out of every question I get. Pretty much anyone that starts ads for the first time and is new to ads is going to experience something which I want to talk about and try and do my best to explain why it happens. So my name is Jimmy. Everyone calls me Uncle Jimmy, and I run an agency called My Online Guy. And I'm also a coach over at EasyGrow. I coach over there and I do service delivery. I help marketing agencies run their agencies like a business, run sustainably, and keep clients forever. So pause everything, pause what you're doing. Make sure to subscribe because I'm going to be doing more videos like this over the shoulder, just explaining concepts that no one else is going to take the time, energy, and effort to explain in depth so that you get a better understanding of what's happening to your ads or your agency. So make sure to subscribe, guys. Let's get into today's topic, which is why your ads stop getting leads. And I want to qualify, which is over here, and I want to qualify stop getting leads at the start. So what tends to happen is when you first launch ads for the first time, you tend to get pretty good results. If the ads are decent, you'll get pretty good results out of the box. And you may get results that are not sustainable, but you think you're God's gift to ads because the results you get are really good. Let's say, for instance, you're working with a roofer, and in the first 3 or 4 days, you get him 10 leads, and you think, yes, I'm the best ads person in the world. This is easy, print money, sit on a beach, drink pina coladas, that kind of crap, right? Then all of a sudden, the ad just stops working. And it stops working, and then all of a sudden you start to doubt your ability, and you go, oh no, I'm going to be broke because I can't do ads anymore. But what people don't understand is it's actually a built-in, baked-in process in Facebook's eyes. And you tend to see this pretty much every time you start an ad campaign. You will get a heap of leads at the start, then you won't get any leads. And I'm going to do my best to explain why that happens. Now, the big thing I want to qualify is that this is a theory. Facebook hasn't confirmed this. This is just my theory on how it works. Take it as a grain of salt, but I have been doing this for almost a decade. So I like to think that it's a pretty solid explanation for why you stop getting leads after the first couple of days of running your ads. Okay, so one of the best ways to visualize what's happening here is to think of Facebook ads like a circle, okay? So we got our circle here, and trust me, my digital marketing skills are better than my drawing skills, but let's move that over there, okay? And then we have a second circle on the inside. So it kind of looks like this, right? Okay, so on the outside edge here, let's just do it in this. On the outside edge here, we have the customers that are the right demographic, but have no interest in what we're doing. And then on the inside circle, these are people that are ready to go. So I'm just going to put ready, right? And then you have everyone else in between. In between here and here, you have every single other person, okay? Basically what this is let's say this was a roofing company, right? This middle bit here would be people that have explicitly shown Facebook that they're ready for a new roof. Now, the thing with that is that proportion of the population is very small relative to the total addressable market of your ads, right? So let's say your ad has got, 100,000 people as a audience size. There might be only in the R might only equal of 100,000 people might equal like 100 people, let's say, for instance, right? Now, those are people that are ready to get their roof done right now. Very small part of the population. Now, the outside edge is like this line here is the physical, so we'll just put it here, is the physical limit of where people give a crap about your ad anymore. So these might be homeowners, say, for instance, right? So this might be, argument's sake, let's say it's 95,000 people of those 100,000 people, right? And then this middle bit is going to be the other 4,900 people, okay? So that's going to be the other 4,900 people, right? So we have this outside edge, which has 95,000 people. We have this inside edge, which has 100 people. And then we have the 4,900 people in the middle. So what Facebook does, right? And you got to think about this circle as a timeline. So let's say Facebook, you start your ads, and let's say this is Monday. You start your ads. What it does is it already knows who those people are. So it's going to go in and collect a whole bunch of people in the middle here, right? So it's going to pick up a whole bunch of people in the middle. And this middle bit, we'll just call this 1. This middle bit is going to be 2 leads a day, right? So you get 2 leads a day from the middle bit. And it's going to operate in there until it feels like it's taken enough from it. Because you can't just stay in that spot. There's only 100 people in there and it's got to replenish over time. So if you were just to run your ads, if Facebook was just to run your ads and pick up all those middle people and just stay there, your ads would only last for like 3 or 4 days before they wouldn't work anymore. So as part of Facebook's discovery process, it goes in there, picks you up, gives you some wins. That's when you feel like you're God's gift to ads. And then what happens is it has to find where the 95,000 people are, like where this threshold of people that don't care is. So it has to go out and discover where the addressable market is for our product or service. Because yes, we know we do roofing. Facebook knows we do roofing, but it goes, okay, well, of these 100,000 people that you said could like our ad, there's actually only 5,000 people in this circle that are actually got roofs that potentially could need replacing. The other 95,000 people have roofs, but they don't care about our ad. So it has to discover that. It doesn't know that, right? So it has to go in and like travel around the outside edge here for a bit to work out how big our actual market. Because if you have an audience size of 100,000 people, it doesn't mean that there's 100,000 people that want our service. This is where you go to having zero ads, right? So in here, you're picking 1 or 2 leads a day. Up here, you're getting donuts, right? You're getting zero. And that's when you start to question your belief in judgment. Now, let's say that's Monday. This might be up till Thursday. And then this might happen on Thursday night, right? And then all of a sudden, it will stay out here for a while. And this might take 2 days. This might take a week. This might take 24 hours. It really just depends. But you will have a period of ads where you have days where you get no leads after getting lots. That's just how it works. Then what it does is it comes back and it floats around in the middle here, right? And it basically stays in the middle. That's how, shit, a bird just flew into my window. Wow. And that's how ads work. So out here, you're getting no leads. In here, you're probably getting 1 lead a day, right? And obviously this is budget dependent, but this is how Facebook ads work. And it will just like cycle in and out, in and out, in and out in this middle bit. And the reason it has to do that is because we know that there's not enough people in this, we know there's not enough people in here, and we know the people out here don't like it. So Facebook has to find the middle ground that gives us a consistent flow of leads at around 10% lead conversion rate of a lead form, while not exhausting our ad in 2 days or 3 days or 5 days. That's why it does it. Now, there's a lot of people I speak to in my consulting and my coaching calls and things that go, what do I do to fix this? There is nothing you can do to fix this process. This is just a natural part of Facebook. And what can tend to happen is people can tend to panic and they go, oh, I've gotten no leads now. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then all of a sudden they start changing the ad and they inadvertently create a situation where the ad performs worse. Whereas if they just left it alone and were patient, they would have got the outcome they're looking for, which is ads that actually perform after just magically fix themselves. This is the thing. They will magically fix themselves. It may not be today. You know, if you're in this situation here, this feels like it's an eternity, but it may only be 2 days, 3 days, 5 days. But eventually you'll go through a day where you have no leads, a couple of days, and then all of a sudden you'll start getting leads again and you'll be consistently getting 1 lead a day, 2 leads, depending on what your budget is. But that's how it works. Remember, Facebook is coming in, picking up all these middle bits, then going out and then hanging out here and then going back in and work in the middle. That's all you have to remember. So if this happens to you, if you get to the point where your ads stop working and it's a new ad and it's only like a couple of days old, 3 or 4 days old, remember it's part of the process and not to panic, because if you panic, that's when you're going to actually create a self-fulfilling prophecy that will cause your ad to stop working. When it gets back into this part here, if you go and make changes that don't have any stimulus for change, then that's what's going to happen, is you're going to actually kill this ad and you're always going to be chasing your tail. So my advice to people is, if you have an ad that picked up all this and you thought you're God's gift to ad, and now you're out here somewhere, is to just let it cook, let it do its thing. Be patient. The aim of the game when you're doing ads is to be patient. Facebook moves at its own pace. There's nothing you can do to force it to move faster. And if you try and do that, generally you will kill whatever you're trying to develop. So guys, hopefully you found this helpful. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to be doing more of these little tidbit type videos as I go along. If you enjoy this format, let me know. And if you want me to talk about something else, leave it in the comments and I can do my best to explain it in this kind of situation, because I have a lot of analogies. I've been doing this a long time and I've helped a lot of people. So I just need to know what you guys need help with. and I'll do my best to give you the actual reason things are happening, not just based off what other YouTubers are saying. This is based on my lived experience working with literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Facebook ads accounts. So guys, I'm Jimmy. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next video.